week against Stanford for your.
Yes. I see the first game against Stanford not being as high of a scoring game as your predictions went. I still had it pegged as a dub for us, dropping the 20-13 score that you gave me to a 17-14 win at Stanford. They have home field advantage, first conference game of the season. Our offense is newly inputted. I mean, I'm pretty sure that all makes sense. You have the second, right?
Yeah, so going up against Arizona, last season the Huskies blew out Arizona in Arizona. That was like 51-27. Everything was clicking. This year, I don't see us performing quite that well on offense, but with Arizona losing their starting QB, Khalil Tate, their running back, J.J. Taylor, I don't think the Arizona offense will be good enough to really compete with the Husky defense, which is a clear strong point. And it's week 2. I expect the Husky offense to start clicking with the new quarterback. So I'm predicting a 30-13 win for UW over Arizona.
Yeah, I absolutely see that being possible. I mean, I completely agree with that. When you sent me your predictions actually earlier in the week, I looked at all of them and I agreed with and actually noted here, I loved this prediction in all caps for one of the games that's coming up. You'll find out about it. But this was one of the first games. I think I disagreed greatly with your scoreline. I'm not this one, sorry, not the Arizona, but the next one on 3, the Cal game. Just like you said, you thought our offense would be clicking week 2. I absolutely believe by week 3, heading into that bye week, coaches are going to get a little confident. They might try something new. They're going to try different rotations out, work out all these kinks before the long haul. And I took your projected 14-17 down to a 3-14 at California because our offense just dropped the ball that game. Most likely both literally and metaphorically. So I'd love to move past that and head into our 4th game of the season.
Well, I could definitely see that against Cal because UW's kind of actually struggled the last couple times they've played Cal, which is a bit surprising because on paper, UW's usually the better team. But Cal's just had our number. So I guess moving on to the next week, we've got the bye week, but then week 4, we've got Oregon State. Now, Oregon State's usually the bottom of the Pac-12, so I'm thinking the Huskies should be able to pull this out. I mean, OSU's improved under Jonathan Smith, but they've still got a wide talent gap, I feel, between UW and Oregon State. Oregon State's got, I looked at their recruiting class, they had 3 stars. They just had a lot of 3 stars. And 3 stars aren't someone who you can expect to contribute that early on in the season. So week 4, I think the Husky offense gets back on track and gets 27 points. And I feel the Husky defense, I mean, last time they played them, they held them to only 7 points, I believe it was, like 119 total yards and 6 first downs. I think it's more the same with the Husky 27-10 win against Oregon State.
Yeah, I don't see that game playing out any other way without the score line maybe dropping or rising a little bit. I don't see us losing that game against Oregon State. I think that's a pretty good shoe-in, and I think we got really lucky having that right after the bye week. Have that week off and go into this game. We're very highly likely to win, and most likely turn that into a win if it had happened. Luckily, though, heading through that bye week into this easy game that is is pretty much a dub at this point. And then heading into the Oregon game, I actually flipped the win-loss around on this one and said that we'd go 34-31 with Oregon. Yes, they have the home field advantage, and yes, they're arguably the current best team in the Pac-12, if not UCLA, and then if not them, us. But with that, I've seen it every year we've played. It's always turning into these like high-scoring games, and the defenses just get absolutely strung out. It heads into the 4th quarter, and I think with this new OC coming in, as well as it being the 5th week of conference play, I see the UW offense just absolutely finding their stride. All of these like tight end rotations, quarterback workouts, the lineman adjustments, all of that's going to get settled down by this Oregon game. I think it goes really high. It goes late into the 4th quarter, and we pull it off with a 34-31 win.
Yeah, I could totally see that happen. I mean, the Oregon UW